Glen Greenwald's the host of System Update, and he joins me now. So, Glenn, the Democrats want to keep sending checks to 150-year-olds?
I think the dynamic here, Jesse, is that there is this part of our government that is completely unaccountable to the elected officials who are supposed to govern our country, that you call the administrative state, you call the deep state. Really, there are both of them. And they operate completely unto themselves. This is why when DOGE shows up at USAID, their argument and posture is, how dare you from the White House come and try and scrutinize what we're doing? And this is the way that Washington really runs. You can vote for one party or the other, and these same agencies are off on their own doing the real business of the government without anyone really knowing. And this is what is being threatened. And I think this is the reason why Democrats are so upset and so angry, because so much of this is now being exposed. And this is what has been so crucial to carrying out an agenda that has nothing to do with the American people or what they vote for, which is this huge part of the government that just does what it wants without accountability. So now, having said that, I do think that in terms of the savings part of it, Steve Bannon makes a very good point, and it's what Jon Stewart alluded to in that clip you just showed. Steve Bannon says, unless you cross the Potomac and go to the Pentagon, where we spend about $1 trillion a year in completely unaccounted for money, you're never going to really save the kind of money that would make a dent in the American debt or the American deficit. But this is the framework that we're starting with that will show how that can be done.
Well, we're going to get to the Pentagon. I want to get to the Pentagon. Pete Hegseth says, come on in. We want to pass an audit. We'll open the books. Medicaid, Medicare, we know how much fraud there is there. But are you saying the government wants to keep 1,000 government employees working in an underground mine, pushing papers without any sunlight? They want them in the mine. They don't want them rescued.
I think that when you have a ruling class power center that hasn't been challenged for decades, they expect that they will be able to continue to exercise power without anyone really stopping them. Look at how many campaigns we've had, presidential campaigns, where the winning candidate has promised to come in and change the way Washington works. That was Bill Clinton's appeal. That was Barack Obama's appeal. That was Donald Trump's primary appeal. And up until now, people promise it. And even if they try, it really never gets done because these institutions are more powerful than our elected officials. This is the first time where somebody ran for president and said they were going to do things and actually seems to have meant it and is determined to get it done. And that is what is causing so much upset in Washington. It's not really about the mines or the payments to 150-year-olds. It's about the fact that as long as this system gets to function with nobody trifling it, with nobody bothering with it, think about the power that vests. They stay outside of the democratic system, and it gives immense power to Washington, and that's what's being disturbed.
Yeah, they want to run on change and then not change anything. And Trump screwed up that whole proposition. All right, Glenn, it's great to talk with you. We're going to send Johnny down the mine shaft to rescue some of those workers. We really care about working conditions in this country.
That's very generous, Jesse. Thanks.
Thank you so much.